Hey guys, how's everyone doing? So this is kind of strange and weird. We are starting our first week of doing youth group not together and doing it all online. So we're gonna see how this goes. Got a few things that we're gonna be doing. In case you didn't see my email, we're gonna be having Pinterest and Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all those sort of things, posting different memes and verses and just different ideas for you guys throughout the week. Things that you can continue to learn as well as kind of interact with each other. So go check things out. It's growing. I've never done anything like this before, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I'm gonna do a few short videos throughout the week instead of a 20-minute Bible study video, just to kind of make sure that we are still doing what we normally do. So today I just wanted to remind you guys of what we did in the past couple weeks, and see what we're gonna be doing moving forward here. I know that everyone is it's kind of weird and kind of crazy right now. Everyone's stuck at home. People are freaking out. The world is kind of shutting down due to all the coronavirus scares. But regardless of that, we can still meet together. We can still learn about God. We can still do everything that we normally do, just in a different way. So, just as a reminder, last week we were talking about prayer and communicating with God and all the different ways that He talks with us and talks to us. Prayer being a big one, and also just how that He can communicate with you through reading the Bible, through other people, through dreams, through circumstances that happen in life. Just all sorts of different ways that God can talk to you and communicate with you. And especially with everything that's going on right now, you guys are going to have a lot more time on your hands, a lot more time to listen, a lot more time to hear God. So I encourage you guys to really be doing that right now. And then also, just a couple weeks ago, we were talking about ways that you can grow. Talking about prayer again being a huge way to help you grow as a Christian. Doing a Bible study. Interacting with other people. You might be hearing my chickens in the background. But doing Bible studies, interacting with other people. All these different ways that will help you to grow, because ultimately we become a Christian, but we don't want to stay just like a baby Christian. We want to grow and mature as a Christian. And so then this week we are going to be discussing different ways, different things that a mature Christian does. If you are a mature Christian, what does that look like? And so some of those things are going to be similar things to what we've talked about before. We're going to be talking about communication with God. One side of a mature Christian is that you communicate with God. You talk to Him, He talks to you. There's that communication that happens regularly. Another thing is that the Bible talks a lot about getting rid of your old self, getting rid of your old life and putting on a new self. So a mature Christian has shed that old self. So we'll talk a little bit about what those things are. That you're getting rid of, what you have shed, and what you're putting on, and what the mature Christian looks like. Third thing that we'll be talking about is producing fruit. And this doesn't mean just like making apples and peaches. I've got apple trees and I've got peach trees back here. But producing fruit in your life. That means fruits of the Spirit, and we'll talk about all of those. It also talks about discipleship, bringing other people up, encouraging them, helping them to grow in Christ, telling other people about God, and evangelism, and a whole bunch of other things. You guys, just producing fruit means there's stuff happening in your life. And then finally, faithfully following God. I talked about this in my sermon last week, but just following God no matter what. When He calls you to do something, you're listening to Him, you're in that constant communication with Him, so you know what He's calling you to do. And then when He calls you to do it, you take those steps and you follow Him, regardless of what it is that He's calling you to do, regardless of what it may seem like, how scary it might be, or how much sense it makes. A mature Christian will follow after God. So those are some of the things that we're going to be talking about. Go into a little bit more depth in some other videos this week. But yeah, so growing in Christ, being mature is communicating with Him. It is shedding your old self and putting on a new self, and we'll talk about what that looks like. It is producing fruit, and it is following God faithfully. So hope you guys are having a good week. I know it's weird, whether you're doing school or you're not, whether you're totally self-quarantined at home or you're getting out a little bit, whatever it might be. I just hope that you can grow this week, that you have a good week with your families, and I will talk to you guys more tomorrow. All right, adios.